Okay, folks, this is the third in a little related rates series here. If you're here already, it's likely that you're doing a pretty good job on these, so you'll probably enjoy this lesson. Okay, so try to predict in this video, because this is the third set of problems we're doing on these, try to predict what I'm going to do here. So take a second to read this one. Pause it if you need to. Remember, our first step is going to be to sketch. And here we're talking about a circle, so I'll just draw a circle. We're talking about the radius of a circle. And we know that we're talking about the instant when the radius is 6 meters. We want the rate of change of the area. Okay, so we want an equation now. Well, my equation needs to have radius and area in it. So my equation is going to be the formula for the area of a circle. Delta math is assuming you know this, and it's probably true. You probably know it's pi r squared. Okay, so there's my equation. Then I'm going to take the derivative of both sides with respect to time. So second step was equation, third step was the derivative. And I'm going to write that as dA dt on the left. And remember, every variable is a function of time, so we're going to do chain rule for every variable. Pi is just kind of hanging out though. Pi is not a variable, right? The derivative of r squared is 2r, and then chain rule, dr dt. Okay? Now we're just going to substitute and solve, and this is on the easier side. So substitutions, we don't know what the change of the area is. That's actually what we're trying to find. That's the question. Pi is pi. 2r though, we know r is 6. So pi times 2 times 6. And then dr dt. And it says the radius of the circle is increasing at a constant rate of 3 meters per second. Okay, so that is 3. Positive 3 because it's increasing. And then we just do the math. And since it says to round our answer to 3 decimal places, we're going to type this into our calculator and we're going to give it decimal. We could also leave it in terms of pi though if it asks for that, right? And what we get, if I just type this into my calculator just like I have it, I get 113.097 meters squared per second. So that's our first one. Pretty easy, right? Easier than the Pythagorean theorem ones, but about the same as the area of a triangle ones we just did. Let's try another one. As always, before we move on, make sure you do understand all the steps of this one and that you have it captured in your notes. The next one is a little bit spicier.